every single person that is here this morning.
Okay, like I was saying, we actually decided to pick Mr. Bayo Onuga, the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, because he has always right against sensationalization of news items. Because at times you read news items, the headlines is actually different from the body, just because he wanted to get people to read it. I'm sure that's why people do that. So, representing Mr. Bayo Onuga is also a veteran of the media. He has been with the news for decades. I've said decades, and he's a veteran in the media. So I'm sure you are going to learn a lot from Mr. Demola here today. He's actually the editor of the newspaper.
News reporting and sensationalism. The effect on national security in the era of new media. There are certain keywords here. News reporting. Well, news reporting ideally shouldn't change. In news reporting, you deal with facts, you balance your stories, you tell where something has happened, where it has happened, to whom it has happened, and things like that. Those are basic elements in news reporting. From a reporter deciding which sources are presented in a headline story to editors, choosing which stories are printed or covered, but not limited to media outlets and advertisers.
Any and everyone with a smartphone is a news reporter in this day and age. This new media at its core holds immense potential. It empowers citizens to hold their leaders accountable, exposes injustices, and fosters global collaboration on critical issues. Information, once tightly controlled, is readily available and accessible, promoting transparency and public awareness. However, this ease of access to information comes with a significant challenge. The age offers a fertile ground for disinformation. False narratives, weaponized memes, and malicious cyber attacks can sow discord in the nation, with multiple public opinions and destabilized societies. We have seen examples of these situations in recent times. Terrorist groups exploit these platforms for recruitment and propaganda, while foreign adversaries weaponize information to undermine democratic processes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome to the microphone Otunba Gbenga Daniel. Otunba, of course, also known as Orji.
The organizer, Mr. Adeoye, of this event. Like we said, I didn't remember meeting him before, but I was so harassed talking about social media on my phone that I thought it would be a major disservice if I don't come here, because I think every day he makes it a point of duty to send me a text. And so I'm very happy to be here. And I just want to say that what you are doing is something that is highly desirable, and I wish that the other events, the other versions will continue to become more and more popular. Listening to Mr. Ademola and understanding where he's coming from, he's been associated with the news for, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 or more years. Definitely his bias will be towards the traditional media, and so he has tried very well, very nicely to, I won't say put the social media down, but I think the reality we all have to face is that the world has moved on. And whether we like it or not, we have to begin to cope with the social media, whether you say they have nuances or otherwise. But having said that, Mr. Adebayo, I want to say that between the new media, the social media, the traditional media, there's not a lot of difference. And I'll go ahead to give you 2-3 examples of why I've said so. While I was governor, you know, when politics started, there was a lot of media battle. You are part and part of that, if you remember. Yes, and one fine day, I woke up and I found a story in Insider magazine that I've been arrested in Korea. I was carrying those sandals and money, and I just thought the first and only time I went to Korea was about 20 years before that date. I went for something called Contra. It's an international trade fair, which I did. I hadn't even joined politics at that time. I went to that, maybe it was 1985. And here was 2005. How many years later, when somebody says, I've just been arrested, you know, of course I took them to court, and you know, after the name was spoiled, they came back pleading and all of that. I was given a cost of 5 million, and I couldn't get the money. So they came to me and said, well, we don't have one dime, so just forgive us and let us move on. And that's what happened. So why am I saying this? Also, in the course of that too, you remember that I went and started the newspaper called Obasa. Yes. The reason is not too far-fetched. The mafia, the media mafia, and the news, Punch. I won't say Sun, because Sun was a little bit on the... Once they all come together and decide that they want to isolate you, then you are done. You know, and I remember there was a series, one of those papers were carrying about opposition in Ogun State. And I said, okay, you've said your own. Can I have the right of reply? And this was right of reply. And they said, no, you cannot carry it. And they did not carry it. And there was nothing anybody can do. If I have had the opportunity of social media at that time, it would have been very nice. Because we will have had the opportunity to also state our own side of the story. So what am I saying? Social media needs to be regulated. Just like you said that traditional media is regulated. There is nothing that should happen without regulation. But it is the regulation that we should look at and ensure that it's not to muzzle, you know, free speech. Then within the limits of those free speeches too, there must be, you know, boundaries. Otherwise, we create anarchy in the society. I remember the story that you started with, that somebody accused you of what you didn't do. And the other one, you said you had to pay money. And you say it's still paying you. Why is it still paying you? So my take, therefore, is that without any doubt, the incidence of social media has come to stay. And we must not be dreaming and thinking that there will be a change to that. Quite on the contrary, what we need to do is just like the traditional media is being ready to regulate it, social media should also be regulated. And to regulate it is not difficult, because we've had instances where people have said things in the social media and they've been taken to court. You know, so the fact that social media does not save you from libel, and luckily today, with artificial intelligence, etc., there's nowhere to hide. If you say something with your phone, even if you throw that phone away, you can still be, you know, one way or the other, you can still be. I think most people don't know that this social media, we all have to be careful. Because the way some of these hidden cameras are working, from America, they can be looking at your bedrooms. I think the earlier we begin to understand, it's now become a completely free and open world, no secrets again. And I think that is the only thing that I think can help us reshape our life the way we do things. I'm not the lecturer. I just wanted to pass those few comments and to also say that I'm quite excited and happy. I'm appreciated to be here. Thank you very much. I'm particularly impressed with the amount of energy and organization he has put into it. And of course, talking about the new media, which appeared to be the issue today, is quite apt. And as I have posited, whereas it is indeed true that new media has erased all the boundaries, anybody can be an amateur journalist. But that shouldn't reduce the amount of professionalism. And that's why I think that there must be some degree of regulation and there must be sanctions if people cross the line. But basically the fact of the case is that the new media has come to stay, and the whole essence is to appeal to all of us who want to pretend to be journalists to try to do things very well. But by and large, I think it's a good initiative, and I wish them well.
My Oga, I'm opportuned and blessed to present to you the 5th anniversary lecture awards by Timeline Nigeria, especially recognizing you and honoring you for inspiring leadership. His Excellency Senator Otunba Gbenga Daniel. Please, the clapping is not enough. Inspiring leaders, in which I have won a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Senator Orji Kalu is hereby honored with the Timeline Nigeria Distinguished Lifetime Achievement Award. Thank you very much. Please put your hands together.
It is my pleasure on behalf of Timeline to make this presentation to someone who is an enigma, His Excellency Senator Orji Kalu, former Abia State Governor and Chairman of the State Committee on Privatization, for his age-long excellence in business and political leadership, which has endeared him to many both within and outside the country. Hearty congratulations.
For his commitment towards the development of democratic rule in Nigeria, the best man, Jumbo Nze, is hereby honored with Timeline Nigeria Outstanding Brand Icon and Inspiring Leader Award. Congratulations, sir.
Well, maybe I would like the audience to indulge me to say, a few words about, the awardee. So he's a distinguished personality, as you have said, and he's someone we are proud of, not only in the media community, but also in the political space. We recognize his outstanding contribution to the progressive cause, not only in Lagos State, but in Nigeria as a whole. So on behalf of the All Progressive Congress, I know that the MC does not want to go that line, but as a representative of the distinguished senator who holds the ruling party in high esteem, we must publicly acknowledge your contributions and your sacrifice, to the advancement of the collective cause of the progressives. So on the professional ground, so we are presenting this to you, but I'm recognizing particularly your contributions and your astuteness in politics. So on behalf of the Timeline's publisher Nigeria, so it is my singular honor to present this 5th lecture award to you as the outstanding brand icon and inspiring leader. So, and again, is in recognition of your age-long steadfastness in distinguishing yourself in marketing, communication, and image making. So once again, congratulations, Mr. Pesman Inzi Jumbo, the Idumole, who of course is the MD CEO of Image Expressions. Congratulations.
The reward for good work is more work, and the distinguished senator has distinguished himself truly, in the way he has been, steering the affairs of the Lagos City since he got there on the 5th of December, when the people voted, 5th of December 2020, when the people voted for him. And what we have seen here today is a reflection of the testimony we are having across the 98 wards in the 16 local government and SCDAs we have in Lagos Senatorial District.
I pray for the Timeline Nigeria Award and the Commissioner of the Year and Inspiring Leader Award to Mr. Shola Otunba, Honorary Commissioner for Finance, Osun State, for your contribution to the success achieved so far in your military under the government of His Excellency Governor Ademola Adeleke. Congratulations.
Congratulations, hearty congratulations, sir.
Nothing less lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently.
Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of Honorable Commissioner Shola Otunba, I want to say a very big thank you to Timeline NG. You guys are doing a very good and wonderful job. It's an award that is well received and well appreciated. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, I think it's an award that is well deserving, I must say. I mean, I've known the commissioner for a very long time, and I know how professional he is, how dedicated he is to the job he does and to the people around him. So getting this award for me, I think it's a confirmation of, some of his contribution, to what he has done, both in the private sector and what he is currently doing, even in the public sector.
Outstanding Sports Personality and Prime Leader Award, MD CEO Sports Management, for continuously breaking the course in sports management marketing in Nigeria, which has prepared him to many in the sports world. Thank you.
Okay. Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Honorable Olopade would have done something today. Would have run from Abeokuta down here in one marathon to come and collect this. But something else came up this early morning and he couldn't make it. But he told me to tell the organizers, thank you. And I'm saying thank you.
God bless you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Once more, I'm privileged and honored to present this award. This time, the Nigerian Most Outstanding Council Chairman Award to Honorable Kainde Olori, Executive Chairman of the Soro Local Government, for numerous people's-oriented projects in the local government, which has endeared you to not only residents of the council, but as a shining light in Lagos politics. Thank you.
For the champions, stand up, stand up, stand up.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Executive Chairman of Oshodi Sober Local Government, Honorable Kainde Olori and Moru, we say thank you to Timeline NG. We appreciate you.
The 5th edition of Timeline Awareness Initiative is actually a lecture on new sensationalism, the negative effects on new media, on security in the era of new media. Of course, Mr. Bayo Onunuga, the special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, is actually our guest speaker, and he was represented by Mr. Ademola, the news editor of the news. Of course, he spoke glowingly about the negative effect of sensationalizing stories, putting it on the media to attract traffic. It actually attracts negative impact on society. So I felt today has been a success, and we want to thank all the guests and also the awardees, especially Otunba Gbenga, who actually received a Lifetime Achievement Award. He was physically present, and also the daughter and the chairman of the New Song Publishing, the daughter of Dr. Orji Kalu, Miss Neya Kalu, who was also here. We want to thank her and also thank the dad, Dr. Orji Kalu. So of course, the Dr. Orji also received a Lifetime Achievement Award. So for some of the things he's been doing, of course, he has been the chairman of SLOC. He has been a multi-billionaire even before politics. So we want to thank him for the success of today. So I think all in all, today has been a success, and we think by God's grace, next year we come up with another topic that has to do with sensationalizing the public about things that are happening in society, so that everybody will be able to know that we need to know what is happening around us. So the positive one and the negative one. We should leave the negative ones and dwell with the positive ones, just like what we do today, to talk about the adverse adverse effect of picking up stories and sensationalize it to spread it on the social media. We all know the negative effect of social media. So, all in all, we thank you very much.
We sure hope you enjoyed this video. For more entertaining video content such as behind the scenes of music videos and movies, music concerts, premieres, interviews, and exclusive gists, subscribe now to our YouTube channel GoldmyneTV and be unleashed into a world of super excitement.